In 1795, scientist Victor Frankenstein creates a human out of body parts and electricity. However, Victor is horrified by his own creation and wraps it up like a mummy before tossing it into a river. The creature is strong enough to survive and emerges from the river, hungry for revenge. He returns to Victor's home and kills his wife, calling it an eye for an eye. Afterward, the creature travels far north because he's immune to low temperatures. Victor tries to follow him to get his own revenge, but the cold ends up killing him. Although he hates him, the creature decides to give Victor a proper burial at the family cemetery. While he's working, he hears a strange sound and turns around to discover some demons staring at him. They want the creature to come with them, but he fights them instead. After some struggle, the creature is thrown into a mausoleum, where a demon pins him down by his throat. Desperate to defend himself, the creature grabs a grave marker with a strange symbol and stabs the demon, causing it to burst into flames. At that moment, a stone gargoyle turns to look at the grave, opening its eyes to reveal it's alive. Soon a bunch of gargoyles start to move while the creature continues to fight demons. Unfortunately, he can't keep up for long and ends up falling unconscious, so a demon starts kicking his face. The demon won't kill him though, saying they need him alive for someone called Nibirius. Suddenly the gargoyles arrive and start killing the demons, making them all burn through the use of holy weapons. One by one all the demons go down in flames until not a single one is left. Then gargoyles Ophir and Keziah take their human form and inspect the creature, concluding he is special because he was able to survive a demon attack. Ophir checks the unfinished grave and with Victor's body he finds his journal. Moments later, the creature wakes up shackled to the floor in a strange room with Ophir and Keziah. At that moment the gargoyle queen Leonore and her guard Gideon come in, and Gideon immediately asks for the creature to be executed. The creature starts fighting against his shackles, so Keziah and Ophir make him stop with their daggers. When they explain the demons wanted the creature, Gideon thinks it's more reason to kill him, but Leonore stops him and looks at the creature's eyes. She can tell he's more human than monster and decides to name him Adam. Then he's finally freed and shown around the cathedral. Leonore explains that Adam was attacked by demons under the command of Dark Prince Nibirius, and that the Gargoyle Order was created by the great Archangel Michael. It's their sacred duty to fight against demons and stop them from destroying humanity. Next, Leonore asks Adam to stay with them for the sake of his own safety, but Adam refuses to participate in a war that doesn't concern him. Still wanting to protect Adam, Ophir and Keziah take him to the weapon room. While Adam picks a weapon, the gargoyles explain how it works. Only blessed objects can hurt demons, including holy water and crucifixes. Anything can be made sacramental by marking it with the blessed symbol of the Gargoyle Order. When a demon is killed, its spirit descends to hell, where it remains trapped for all eternity. On the other hand, gargoyles ascend when they die, and only creatures with no souls can kill them. After testing a bunch of different weapons, Adam finds one that suits him and leaves the cathedral. Meanwhile, Leonore orders Gideon to hide Victor's journal in the vault. Afterward, Adam begins wandering around the world and hundreds of years pass, but he never ages. Demons keep on searching for him and attacking him, so he gets a lot of experience fighting them and learning how to kill them quickly. He even learns how to set up traps in anticipation, burning the demons down without having to lift a finger. Eventually he realizes that no matter where he goes, demons always find him, so there's no escape for him. He decides to return to the city and is shocked by how much it's changed, noticing the modern lights everywhere. Determined to find the source of his problems, Adam enters a club and finds a specific man at a table, who he then follows out of the club. In a dark alley, Adam is suddenly attacked by a demon hiding in the shadows, but Adam reacts fast and pins it to a wall, asking it where to find Nibirius. At that moment a cop shows up, so Adam uses the demon as a shield. However, the demon quickly frees itself from Adam's hold, breaks his weapon, and then kills the cop all in just a few seconds. Then two more demons appear and Adam takes them down incredibly quickly, thanks to his experience. The first demon is trying to escape, so Adam starts chasing after it, even following it as it climbs up a wall. When Adam makes it to the top of the building, the demon jumps off and runs away. Adam wants to continue chasing it, however a gargoyle suddenly swoops down and takes him away. Meanwhile, in a mysterious lab, scientists Tara and Carl are conducting a special experiment. A dead rat is hooked to a large machine, and when they activate it, the rat starts to spasm, then its heartbeat spikes to the point of cardiac arrest. Soon the machine shuts down because it was pushed to its limits, but Carl is happy that they go a heartbeat for at least a few seconds. All this is being watched by the project's benefactor, who turns out to be Nibirius. At that moment the demon that Adam just fought arrives and shares an exaggerated version of the story. Nibirius sees through the lies and hits him for it. Outside, a demon watches as the gargoyle carries Adam away to the cathedral. They enter through a window and the gargoyle returns to his human form, revealing to be Ophir. More gargoyles come out of the shadows and shackle Adam by his arms and legs to then lift him into the air, where Gideon places a collar around his neck. Later Adam is strapped in a chair and Leonore comes in to remind him their war must be fought in the shadows. Gideon points out that the human cop died because of Adam's recklessness, and he and Leonore agree it's best to keep Adam locked up. Furious, Adam tells Leonore that she's no better than Nibirius, causing her face to become gargoyle-like for a second. Back to Nibirius, He orders his demons to bring him Adam alive. The demon horde runs through the streets and makes their way to the cathedral while the gargoyles watch them from their perch. Once the demons are close enough, the gargoyles launch their attack. A vicious battle ensues as the gargoyles begin killing the demons one by one, making them burst into flames without mercy. However, this turns out to be only a distraction. The demon Zuriel is hiding with thousands of beasts on top of high buildings, and soon they move toward the cathedral as well. Soon gargoyles are overpowered and start getting killed as well, showing blue lights shining up to heaven as their bodies ascend. Gideon tells Ophir and Keziah to secure Adam, then forms a battle axe with his 3 weapons to fight the demons entering the cathedral. The horde is ruthless with its attack as they storm into the building, but Gideon and 2 other gargoyles are the most valuable warriors and fight with great power, killing demon after demon with masterful skill. Gideon also kicks out a bunch of demons through an open window to divide the horde, jumping after them as he transforms into his gargoyle form. Meanwhile, Ophir and Keziah guard Adam, who insists he should fight too if they want to win. Ophir reluctantly releases him and gives him a weapon right as the demons start pounding on the door. Since it'll give away soon, Adam breaks down the door and uses it as a shield as he charges through the horde. Ophir and Keziah are right behind him, killing any demon Adam misses. Sadly, Keziah is struck from behind, and paralyzed in pain she has to watch how Ophir is also hit and killed. As the clock strikes 12 and the bell rings, Gideon stands on top of the cathedral to look at the battlefield. Noticing how his people were massacred, he roars before swooping down, slicing any demon that dares to get in his way. Soon the demons start to flee, and the remaining gargoyles chase after them with rage. Inside, Adam checks on Keziah's wound, but she doesn't want help. She and Ophir loved each other yet couldn't have a relationship because of the Order's rules. However, this won't be the case in heaven. Adam watches Keziah ascend and reunite with Ophir on the other side. Then Adam tries to get information from a demon that was left behind while Leonore tells her guards to help the others. Suddenly a demon bursts through the window and strikes Leonore before kidnapping her, while Adam learns that the whole fight had been a distraction to lure Gideon and the guards away, leaving Leonore unprotected. Later the gargoyles come back with a captured demon, and Adam starts punching it to make it confess Leonore's location. At first the demon refuses to talk, so Adam threatens to throw it into a fountain of holy water, which is already causing the demon to release smoke. Desperate, the demon reveals that Zuriel wants Gideon to bring Adam and exchange him for Leonore. Then Adam kills the demon using the holy water and leaves the cathedral. When Gideon returns and learns what happened, he rushes to the vault, ignoring the other gargoyles' warnings that retrieving items is against the rules. Gideon takes Victor's journal and asks God for forgiveness. Moments later Gideon arrives at the building where Zuriel is keeping Leonore hostage. Adam also comes, but he sneaks around instead of showing himself. As the room begins filling up with demons, Gideon offers the journal in exchange for his queen, ignoring her orders not to do so. The journal is dropped at Zuriel's feet, and as soon as Zuriel lets go of Leonore to grab it, Gideon picks her up and flies through the hole in the ceiling. At that moment Adam jumps out ready to fight, so Zuriel escapes with the journal while the demons attack Adam. Once again this is a very easy fight for him, and he kills them all in a matter of minutes before going after Zuriel, who reaches another building and enters an elevator using a keycard. Adam quickly kills a demon nearby and takes his keycard to continue the chase. Soon Zuriel finds Nibirius and gives him the journal while nearby scientist Malachi experiments with a dead body, drawing a demonic sign on its forehead. After Zuriel and Nibirius leave, Adam enters this area too and sees Malachi before checking the back room, where he's shocked to discover thousands of bodies in capsules waiting to be reanimated. Afterward Nibirius brings the journal to Carl and Tara, who starts reading it and learns that Victor used electric eels to generate the electricity that made the creature. Considering the energy running through Adam's being, it would be incredibly hard to kill him. Adam continues to sneak around and finds the observation room. He sees Tara with the journal and immediately bursts through the glass to land in the lab right in front of her. As the alarm goes off, a terrified Tara gives Adam the journal. Suddenly guards enter the lab too, so Adam backs away. However, Nibirius cuts in and tells the guards to stop before approaching Adam, asking him to join his search for answers. When Nibirius tries to touch him, Adam quickly grabs his hand, causing Nibirius' eyes to flash. Zuriel immediately comes to defend his boss, so Adam escapes by jumping through the window. His strength causes him to go through the ground and land on a moving subway train, so he rolls on it until he passes through an opening, managing to grab on to avoid falling. Then Adam sits and begins flipping through the journal. However, reading Victor's justifications for his experiments and seeing his own face upset him, so he slams the journal shut. Meanwhile, Nibirius tells Tara to go home to rest, thinking that Adam will go to her to help him understand the journal. His prediction is right and soon Adam is following Tara through the city. Eventually she notices someone is following her and tries to hide, but Adam appears behind her anyway. He covers her mouth and promises he won't hurt her before releasing her and asking her to come with him. Tara follows Adam while he tells her about the war between demons and gargoyles. They make it to his hideout and when Adam kicks the door down, the noise is heard by Zuriel. Then Adam explains that Nibirius wants to learn Victor's methods to make an army of powerful creatures like him. Tara is having trouble believing him, but at that moment Zuriel shows up, revealing his demonic form and proving the story. A very intense fight ensues and Adam gets kicked off a scaffold. Zuriel dives down after him and holds his weapon to Adam's throat. Adam admits he saw the bodies and points out they'll never be able to control them. However, Zuriel explains they'll bring demon spirits from hell to possess them. It would be easy because those bodies have no soul, just like Adam. Then Zuriel takes the journal and announces that, thanks to it, he doesn't need Adam alive. Before he can strike, Tara comes out and pretends she does need Adam alive for the experiment to work. While Zuriel is distracted by her explanation, Adam takes out a hidden knife and stabs Zuriel, causing him to burn away. The flames almost reach the journal, but Tara grabs it just in time. Afterward, the duo returns to Adam's hideout, where Tara takes care of Adam's wounds while telling him that he's only a monster if he behaves like one. Then Adam falls asleep to rest, and Tara uses the chance to finish reading the journal. When Adam wakes up, Tara announces she's read enough to reproduce Victor's methods and wants to finish Victor's promise of making a companion for Adam. At that moment, Carl calls Tara's phone and they agree to meet later. Unfortunately, Carl is being watched by Nibirius guards, who hear everything. Then Tara leaves and tells Adam not to follow her, so he gives her his dagger instead. When Tara reaches the meeting point, she discovers Carl was forced into a trap for her. Tara tries using the dagger to defend herself, but the guard quickly grabs her wrist and disarms her. Meanwhile, Adam goes to the cathedral and is quickly restrained by the gargoyles, who take him to see Leonore. Adam tells her all about Nibirius' plan with the bodies, but he also admits he now has someone to protect. Leonore agrees to offer protection for Adam and Tara, so Adam leaves to look for her. As soon as he's out of sight, Leonore tells Gideon to follow Adam and kill him after getting the journal back. As Adam walks through an alley, he hears a weird noise that puts him on alert. He enters a building and grabs an emergency axe before he keeps moving. When he makes it to his hideout, he finds the journal on the floor and no Tara in sight. Suddenly he sees something in the mirror only to suddenly be hit by Gideon, knocking him through the wall. When Gideon slams into him again, he flies through a door and almost rolls out the hole, but he uses his axe to hold on and prevent a fall. Gideon comes to kick the axe off and Adam falls anyway, only to hold onto the floor just in time. As he climbs back up, he can't see Gideon, who is now flying around the building before slamming into Adam. Then Gideon grabs Adam by the neck, slamming through wall after wall until the roof collapses behind them. Eventually they make it outside and Gideon releases Adam so he can swing his axe. However, Adam manages to grab it before he lands on a car. Gideon lands on top of him, but suddenly he feels pain and discovers he was hit by his own weapon. Adam reminds him he has no soul, and Gideon dies as the blue light makes him ascend. Seeing the light, two gargoyles rush to the spot, but they only find Gideon's clothing, which they take to Leonore. At the lab, Tara refuses to help Nibirius, so he kills Carl to make her cooperate. With no other choice, Tara connects Carl to the machine and uses her new knowledge to start reanimating him. Everything she does is copied by Malachi, who starts reanimating his collection of bodies. The percentages on the screen go up slowly, meaning it'll take a while. Meanwhile, Adam finds the knife Tara dropped. Furious, he throws the journal into a fire, then he makes his way to the cathedral. He raises his hands in the air for the gargoyles to see and walks away, taunting the gargoyles into following him. Leonore and her warriors immediately go after him, and when a gargoyle attacks, Adam punches it down to make it crash into a car. At Leonore's command, more gargoyles start flying after Adam, so he begins running toward Nibirius' lab. When a gargoyle gets close enough to attack, Adam grabs onto it and they crash through the gate. Their presence is soon detected by security and a horde of demons come out to fight. Adam begins burning them down one by one as Leonore realizes he brought them here on purpose. When a guards try to reach Adam, a gargoyle dives in and pulls him into the air to kill him. Then the other gargoyles join the fight, killing demons without mercy as they transform the battle into pure carnage. While Leonore sees Malachi run from a hidden entrance, Adam makes his way into the lab and finds Nibirius, who reveals his demon form. While Nibirius is distracted, Tara tries to shut down the machine, but her access is denied. Noticing this, Nibirius grabs her by the back of her neck and throws her towards the machine, which is shooting electricity. Adam immediately catches her and his body hits the machine in the process, which gets him electrocuted. After agonizing for a few seconds, Adam drops Tara and falls to the floor. Meanwhile, Leonore and a few gargoyles get inside Malachi's lab, where they find all the bodies on the screen showing that the reanimation process is 40% complete. At the same time, Nibirius grabs Adam and tells him he knows he wants a soul, so he draws a demonic symbol on Adam's forehead and starts summoning the spirits from hell. In the hidden lab, the computer shows 92% as the demon spirits start making their way to the bodies, which begin screaming. Leonore orders her warriors to destroy it all, so they start dismantling the structure and wrecking the bodies. One of the spirits manages to reach a body at 100% and the screaming is replaced by a demon, however Leonore kills it in seconds. A demon spirit dodges all the bodies and continues to fly upwards until it makes it to Adam, causing him to scream as it wraps itself around him. Nibirius drops Adam and welcomes him to the demon life, however Adam looks up and wipes off the symbol on his forehead, unaffected by the possession. This means Adam does have a soul. Then Adam picks up a sharp object and makes some cuts to draw the blessed gargoyle mark on Nabiria's chest, causing him to explode into flames. This explosion also starts bringing down the entire building, and the gargoyles fly away while Adam reaches for Tara right before she falls. The flaming fireball that is Nabiria's spirit comes down too, and Leonor charges straight at it. Outside, the gargoyles watch as the entire building sinks into the ground. One of them flies towards it and watches the fireball traveling towards hell. At that moment Leonor flies out, carrying both Adam and Tara while her warriors follow her. Once they return to the cathedral, Leonor tells Adam he's found his higher purpose. Afterward Adam decides he'll fight for humanity after all, and takes his father's name, Frankenstein. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.